Hey everybody, Rosematter here. Welcome to part 23 of my Tsukihime playthrough. Last episode, we had a lot happen. Uh, Finally had the encounter with Ciel after, like, we basically confronted her about the dreams that we've been having, seeing her in the dreams, asking her, you know, like, basically, like, am I the killer? We met up with her. We got into a bit of a scuffle, and I didn't end up finishing her off, and she's like, okay, good, you're not the killer, like, you're not the person I thought you were. But then she kind of gave me the warning about, like, Akiha, you know, like, you can't trust her, and kind of implying that she's a vampire, given that she's like, yeah, we don't like each other because we could sense something about each other. And it didn't help that I saw Akiha literally drinking Kohaku's blood. So that's a thing where it's like, was that a dream? Did I actually see that? I'm not too sure, but like that's where we've left off, with just kind of like Shiki having doubts about like, who is my sister? She's obviously keeping secrets from me, like what's going on with that, and also, you know, learning that like I'm not actually the killer, so like that's good, but also I don't think Aki's the killer. That's not, like, we know that that's not the case, but we're learning a lot about her in this playthrough. Stuff that we did not know about her before. So there's definitely something odd about her. She is a Tohno after all, and their blood is weird. So there's something going on with her, but the question is, like, how bad is it? So maybe we'll find out the answers to that this episode, so let's get back into the story. It was years and years ago. I came here after having shut myself up in my room for so long. Probably after I'd become friends with one of the servant girls and was coming out to play at last. I'm sorry, Nissan. In the empty courtyard, Akiha suddenly started to cry. Even when I asked her what she was apologizing for, she just kept apologizing. Because we stole everything from you, Nissan. The reason why Akiha is crying is something that has already ended for me in the past. It would be a lie to say I didn't hold a grudge, but a 6-year-old girl can't feel responsible for that. And it can't be something she'd apologize so desperately for. In the first place, she didn't do anything wrong. I'm sorry, Nissan. Why didn't I notice? From the very first time I met her, she was always apologizing to me. In this big mansion, the only one who cried for me. Thank you, but that's enough. Smiling, I stroked Akiha's head. She looked up at me, bewildered. Then for the first time, I felt strongly. You don't have to cry, Akiha. From now on, we're brother and sister. I remember Akiha's face laughing happily. I made a promise then. We'd be a real family. Since I was the elder brother, I would protect Akiha, whatever happened. Such thoughts. I had a time where I held on to those thoughts as if I were dreaming. I awake to the morning light, knowing for sure that I'm not the killer. I had no dreams of murder last night, but there was something. I feel like I had a nostalgic dream. When Akiha and I were still young, a dream from before we knew what we were to each other. Excuse me, it's time to get up, Shiki-sama. Yeah, morning, Hisui. You're up early again this morning. Hisui bows and enters. As always, she places down a fresh school uniform and bids me good morning. Shiki-sama, what time did you return last night? Akiha-sama was waiting in the sitting room. Yeah, I was tired yesterday. I knew Akiha was waiting in the sitting room, but I went straight to my room. Answering, I feel depressed from self-loathing. Last night, after parting from Ciel-senpai, I returned to the mansion and went straight to my room to escape Akiha. Although I denied it to senpai, I was afraid to ask Akiha. I just can't ask her, are you a vampire? The answer was the worst possible. I wouldn't know what to do. Thinking about that sort of thing, I can't face her, and I can't talk to her. Hisui, is Akiha already in the sitting room? Yes, she's been waiting for you for some time. I see. That's bad. Right now, I have no confidence that I can talk with her as I usually do. I'm not sure I can manage even a casual greeting. Hisui, I'm sorry, but could you stay with me today? Until I leave, I'd like you by my side. Although her expression does not change, Hisui looks at me in shock. I understand. Then I shall accompany you until you leave, Shiki-sama. Bowing very deeply, Hisui grants my request. In the sitting room, Kohaku-san is drinking tea with Akiha. Good morning, both of you. Somehow, I greet them naturally. Maybe she's mad at me for going straight to my room. Akiha glances only briefly at me, saying nothing. Good morning, Shiki-san. It's unusual to see you together with Hisui-chan. Yeah, I don't feel great today, so I asked her to escort me. It'd be dangerous if I felt giddy on the stairs. Doesn't giddy mean something else? Like, doesn't that mean like you're really happy? I see. Hisui-chan, you really are relied on. Of course, Hisui stands beside me silently. Well, I'll go and prepare breakfast. Please, wait with Akiha-sama. Kohaku-san goes into the kitchen. Akiha says nothing. Feeling an unpleasant atmosphere, I sit down on the sofa. An uneasy silence rules the sitting room. Nissan? What is it, Akiha? You said you're not feeling well today. Are you feeling alright? No, it's nothing major. You don't need to worry about it. Really? Well then, that's good, but... Akiha looks away uneasily. There's something strange about her attitude. It's obvious she cares about last night. But she's different from usual. Usually she'd at least say, why didn't you tell me when you came home? Instead, she looks incredibly nervous. Akiha? Nissan? The two of us speak simultaneously. Yes. What is it, Nissan? No, what were you going to say? Nothing, I was just calling your name. I get even more confused. Akiha-sama, Shiki-san, breakfast is ready. Kohaku-san's voice comes from the dining room. Well, shall we go, Akiha? Yes, let's go, Nissan. Somehow, Akiha seems awfully meek this morning, and now I hate myself even more. Before, I was thinking how difficult it would be to see Akiha, yet I'm thinking if she's this subdued, I want to talk with her more. Well then, Shiki-sama, Akiha-sama, have a good day. Following my instructions precisely, Hisui follows us to the main gates. Since today is Saturday, I'll be back a little early. Oh, but you don't need to wait out here. Since I may go to play for a bit, please wait in the mansion. Affirming her consent, Hisui bows and we leave the gates of the mansion behind. Now, the problem is the way from here to school. Akiha follows silently next to me. Although part of me is glad of the silence, it still feels uncomfortable. We arrive at school. It's just past 7:30. Only a small number of students arrive at this time. Akiha is still silent. It would be really awkward if we didn't exchange a word all morning. Hey, Akiha? Yes, what is it, Nissan? What is it? You seem really odd this morning. You're not even angry about last night. And you seem really distant. Does it seem that way? Yeah, it does. Are you still feeling bad? If so, you should be resting. Suddenly, I notice. Akiha took the day off school yesterday. Yesterday, CL-senpai had bandages on her arm and said she had a painful experience. Nissan, you don't look really well either. No, that's... I shake my head to throw off the unpleasant image. There's something wrong. Since Akiha suffers from the same frailties as I do, there's nothing strange about her taking a day off school. I have to trust Akiha, so I can't let my imagination run away with me like that. My guess if she is going out at night, and maybe what she's doing is she's trying to hunt down, like she knows her other, like her true brother, maybe, is possibly causing trouble, so she wants to try and find him, maybe because she feels some sort of responsibility. I don't think she's the one who attacked, CL. That'd be wild. I'm fine. But it would also explain why they're so at odds with each other, but I don't think that's the case. That'd be crazy if that were true. More importantly, what's wrong? Somehow you seem really feminine this morning. Not like yourself at all. Good choice of words, bud. You just said something really terrible, Nissan. Yeah, that's a little more like it. I'll feel uneasy if you're not like this. Well, being calm isn't that bad every once in a while. Oh, am I always so rough? No, you are gentle. You're polite and very proper. That's strange. In that case, why? Why don't I think of her as being calm all the time? Well, it's okay. If you say there's nothing wrong with you, I won't ask anymore. Come on, let's go inside. Looking like she wants to say something more, Akiha follows me into the school building. I'll see you later. Since school finishes early today, we can have lunch at the mansion. Nissan? Huh? What is it? Do you feel bad after all? If so, I'll take you to the nurse. No, I feel fine. I don't feel bad at all, but there is a reason I just feel completely lost this morning. Lost? What do you mean? Nissan, do you remember that childhood promise? Suddenly, Akiha glances up at me with flushed cheeks. Childhood promise? What's that? Geez, of course you don't remember. That's fine, it's nothing at all. I didn't expect you to anyway. It seems it didn't mean anything to you. With a Akiha turns away. What's this all of a sudden? When we were children, that was 8 years ago. You say promise, but there's so many promises I made to you. Even if you ask me like that, I won't be able to remember. That's true, but aren't there some things you want others to remember? Last night, I had a dream about when we were small, so I wondered if you would remember. Oh, did we share dreams? Like, that's it, the connection, right? Like, connecting between, because I had the same dream last night, right? Akiha, you think I can remember everything just because you saw a dream from your childhood? But it was nostalgic, don't you remember? The first time you called my name and stroked my head under the tree. Back then, I would cry easily, right? Everyone would try to calm me down when I cried. But you would be sad with me, so it caused me to cry more. But afterwards, I really felt like there was nothing sad anymore. From that time, Nissan? What's wrong? Do you feel ill? Akiha, the dream last night. Is it the time you were crying in the empty garden? Yes, I don't and that means the dream he was having before about the killer. He was like, oh shit, am I been sharing these dreams with Akiha? So I was seeing her killing people. That's probably what he's gonna think is happening, right? I don't remember it very well, but it felt like that kind of dream. Something cold runs down my back. That dream. I had that dream too. Senpai said I got pulled into the vampire's mind. Nissan, are you sure you're all right? It's nothing. I'm going this way, so bye. I part from Akiha feeling sick. Why? Why is the result always the worst possible? Being drawn into the vampire's mind as I sleep. Last night. I didn't want to know I was dreaming the same dream as Akiha instead of the killer's dream. There are only a few people in the classroom. I move to my seat by the window and put down my bag. Sitting in my chair, I wait for homeroom to start. Oh, you're early, Tohno. You look pretty pale this morning. You alright? Arahiko? Honestly, you, Akiha, you all keep saying the same thing. Do I really look that bad? No, actually, you look much like you always do. I guess you just look really down. Down, huh? Certainly, I do feel down. If Senpai came and said, wasn't it like I said? I wouldn't be able to say anything back. Arahiko, have you seen Senpai today? Eh? Which Senpai? Which? The only Senpai we both know is CL Senpai, right? Oh, this is where it's like she's basically been erased from people's minds. Who's that? Shiro? Were there any foreign students at this school? My mouth falls open in astonishment. Arahiko, you... My broken voice gets that far, but I can't get any further. What is it, Tohno? If you got something to say, then say it. I'll listen to anything except money problems. Arahiko acts like usual. Acting like usual, he doesn't remember Senpai at all. You really don't remember Senpai? That's why I'm asking, who is this Senpai you keep talking about? I can't answer anymore. Gradually, I begin to understand the meaning of the goodbye she gave last night. Oh, old Kunifuji will be here any moment. See you later. Arahiko returns to his own desk. The teacher enters the classroom. Homeroom begins, and after that, the first period starts with physics. I just observe vacantly. Senpai has really disappeared. She's not merely disappeared from before me, but she's vanished without a trace. The spell has easily faded. Looking somewhat sad, she said that. Arahiko doesn't remember her. I'm sure no one else remembers either. She was never a student here. She was just sent here in order to observe me. So when she revealed her true character to me, there was no need for her to remain. My chest hurts. In place of proving I was not a killer, CL Senpai disappeared like a mirage. Lunch comes, and all classes end. Seeking to enjoy Saturday to the fullest, my classmates rush out of the classroom. Oh, what is it, Tohno? You're not going? Just staying a bit longer. I thought I'd wait a bit for someone. That'd be Akiha-chan, right? No way. If it were Akiha, I'd go and pick her up. I'm waiting for someone who has no reason to come, so I don't know if I'll get to see her. Right, well, later. Yeah, and don't go playing around too much at night. Ah ha ha, I'm done for if you have to tell me that. Arahiko goes, and the other students start to go as well. I'm left alone in the classroom, still waiting for CL Senpai. Click. The hand of the clock hits 1 p.m. The sounds of practice begin to echo from the grounds. The classroom door slides open. It is Akiha. She's come over to my seat by the window. Nissan, you're not going home? No, I'll go. I just haven't seen Senpai today. I thought if I waited here, she might come by. No, that's wrong. I just want her to come by, but she's never going to appear before me again. Is that so? Well, I'll wait with you. Akiha sits at the desk next to me. I don't mind or anything. You really are nosy, aren't you? Yes, I'm your sister after all. Seeming a little happy, Akiha sits on the chair with a smile. Well, there's no reason to send her away. Although it's unpleasant when Akiha and Senpai see each other. Senpai isn't coming anyway. I'm just wasting a day. It's afternoon. Akiha doesn't complain and merely sits next to me. Come to think of it, this is the first time I've been with her for such a long time since I came back to the mansion. Without conversation, I'm more aware of Akiha than ever. When we were small, Akiha was always crying, and for 8 years, Akiha waited for me. And even now, Akiha simply accompanies me calmly. When I was told that Akiha might be a vampire, all I did was deny it. The reasons are obvious. She's my important younger sister, so I didn't want to accept it. The girl I promised to protect. The reason I returned to the Tohno mansion. My surprise when I met Akiha for the first time, after 8 years, now grown beautiful. Akiha is important to me. I think I love her, but what kind of love it is, I can't put into words clearly. We've lived as siblings for only 2 years, so that totally doesn't make it weird, guys. During that time, the feeling of wanting to protect her was stronger than the feeling of family. I don't understand. At times, I gaze on Akiha so much that I don't understand myself. It's not that she's important to me because she's my younger sister. She's just important to me. So, even if she's a vampire, Akiha, should we go back? I don't mind, but is that alright, Nissan? Senpai isn't here yet, is she? No, she was never going to come, so it's alright. Akiha says nothing more. Suddenly, the fact that he's like, wait, you didn't forget about CL. Suddenly, I realize something. Arahiko and the others. Even the teachers don't remember Senpai, but Akiha seems to. Akiha, what do you think of Senpai? I'm not sure who you mean by Senpai, but I think you mean CL-san. In that case, my opinion hasn't changed. I do not want you to associate with that person. What? My voice dies. Akiha remembers Senpai. Everyone else has forgotten her, so why? Akiha, you... Nissan? What is it? You have such a terrible expression right now. Why? Why do you remember, Akiha? Everyone else has forgotten Senpai, so why do you remember her? Eh? Akiha's expression freezes, and then she looks away from me. Akiha, could it be you knew from the beginning who Senpai was? She doesn't answer. Silence means yes. Akiha, answer me. You knew Senpai was a vampire hunter from the beginning. Is that why you didn't like her? Vampire? Nissan? Akiha looks at me, aghast. Her face doesn't seem surprised at the word vampire, but it seems she's surprised to hear it coming from me. Akiha, answer me. If you don't, I won't be able to believe you. Yes, Nissan, I knew from the beginning that person was different. Since I knew she was hypnotizing people she saw for the first time, I didn't trust her. Senpai was hypnotizing people. Yes, that's why everyone didn't think it was odd for someone to have a name like CL. Since I was unaffected by her, I realized that there was something different about her. Akiha explains herself, but she left out an important part. If everyone else was taken in by CL Senpai's hypnosis, why was she unaffected? When the hypnosis is removed, the people affected by it will forget the person called CL. Since I was never affected in the first place, even though it has been removed, I remembered her. I get it, but Akiha, why weren't you affected? Well, that's... I see. Those of the Tohno bloodline aren't normal. Because of that, Senpai's hypnosis was ineffective. Nissan, why do you... It's natural. After all, I'm not normal either. Saying that, I stand up. After a moment of astonishment, Akiha also stands up with a determined expression. The empty classroom. We gaze at each other in a classroom dyed red. I heard from Senpai that all those in the Tohno family have special powers, and that among them there are those who end up not being able to restrain themselves and kill others. But I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Please tell me, Akiha, you're not a vampire, are you? Akiha doesn't answer. She merely narrows her eyes painfully. Why? Why won't Akiha... Even if it's a lie, say, of course not. Say something. Why won't you answer me? I cry out, since the silence is painful. A little more silence follows. As if nothing was wrong, Akiha walks gracefully to the window. Her long red hair is transparent in the sun. Her red hair flutters as she turns around. Now, I know the red hair is probably because it's dyed red by the sun, by the sunset, but all I'm thinking about is that woman. Are we ever going to find out who that woman was at the beginning? Or is it, like, has it already been revealed and I'm just too dumb to realize it? Well then, I'll ask. If I were a vampire, what would you do, Nissan? I don't like that look she's given me. That looks a little too seductive. Her look like a blade pierces my throat. That's... Akiha's gaze drills into me. We're separated. Even though she's away from me, there's a feeling of tension, like she's right in front of my face. Answer me, Nissan. I asked, if I were a blood-sucking demon, what would you do? Akiha, that's... If I were to confirm that, there'd be no need for me to hold back. Do you understand, Nissan? I could stop being obstinate and become more honest with myself, right? With terrible pressure and a glint of cruel enjoyment in her eyes, Akiha gazes up at me. I shudder as I look at her. Even though Aki's looking up at me, her gaze is so cold that she seems to be looking down on me. What? I'm breathing in and I can't speak. Even though we're far apart, it feels like we're so close we could kiss at any moment. Akiha's eyes are cold as those of a stranger. Akiha, you... My voice stops there. Whatever happens, I cannot finish. Just a joke, Nissan. I don't drink people's blood. With a delightful smile at my hesitant state, Akiha releases her blade-like gaze. It's just as Ciel said. Certainly, members of the Tohno house have something different in their blood. However, that's something that can be told at a glance if it's awake. Even you know that, don't you, Nissan? Akiha teases with a laugh. I know? Yes, so your question is meaningless, because I'm not what you think I am, Nissan. Well then, is that all? In that case, I'm going home. Akiha is about to leave, but no. If I miss this chance, I feel like there will be no more chances. Having come this far, I can't let her go without asking her everything. No, there's still something I want to ask. About the other child, when we were children. You're really persistent, Nissan. Didn't I tell you there is no other child? It's not true. Our old man adopted a kid 10 years ago. Akiha raises her eyebrows. It's not like her previous reaction, a hiding of guilt. It's more like anger. I see. Hisui's been troublesome. I told her to take care of not to let you discover that. She sighs. Akiha, there's a third child. Even I remember vaguely. Can't you tell me? Why did he die? No, that child did not die. Eh? But he was killed. By your hands, Nissan. What? I killed? Saying that, dizziness assaults me. I killed. The accident 8 years ago. My younger self. In the courtyard. A hot, nightmarish summer day. Akiha, the boy covered in blood. The thick clouds and the echoing sound of the cicadas. There, I killed him. I feel dizzy. Somehow I have the strength to keep from fainting. No, My breath comes out in gasps. I couldn't. See, Nissan? Doesn't everyone have secrets they have to keep to themselves? Akiha, So you should stop thinking about such things. It's enough if you just live at the mansion as Tohno Shiki. She leaves. I have no words to stop her. The classroom, the sunset. Only I'm left standing, unable to move. Night falls. Since I don't feel like returning to the mansion, I merely sit on the bench in the park, thinking. Is it pointless? It's undeniable that Akiha is something different, and it's clear that there was a third child who's now dead. Akiha says I killed the third child, and I remember looking down at a bloody body in the courtyard. Akiha drinking Kohaku-san's blood. Akiha saying the Tohno family is inhuman. Senpai saying it would not be strange for the minds of siblings to merge while they sleep. So there's no longer any doubt. Even if I don't want to accept it, it's true. At least if I didn't see Akiha drinking Kohaku-san's blood. Hang on, when I saw Akiha and Kohaku-san, it was in my dream. I saw Akiha and Kohaku-san in a dream. That means if I were merging with Akiha's mind, I wouldn't be able to see Akiha herself. Then the person seeing that dream, it couldn't have been Akiha who was being watched. If she's a vampire, she'd never see it. Yeah, there's no way Akiha could be the killer. Saying that, I jump off the bench. Though I would be embarrassed later, I run around the park. I don't care about how people think. I just run around happily, laughing, because this means I can protect Akiha from now on. Just this once, I'm happy that my mind merged with the vampires. If he hadn't seen Akiha, I'd still believe my terrible mistake. No, wait a minute. I'm just realizing now, when I was... Okay, because I was like, oh, I must be seeing the viewpoint from the other Shiki. But in my dream state, right, I saw him when he was behind me and he commented about how, like, oh, you finally awakened or you're a killer or whatever. So from that point of view, it wouldn't be Shiki either, right? That would be... Oh god, I'm all confused now, because Roa... Because Roa looks completely different. Oh gosh, I'm so confused. Yeah, because like we saw that guy that he said like someone who looks like me, but we saw it when he was in kind of like his dream state. So if we're seeing it from another person's point of view, that can't be Shiki. Ah, haha. Hold on. Watching Akiha? The killer was watching Akiha inside the mansion, like watching its prey from a dark corner, as if he decided his next prey was Akiha. What? My back freezes, but this is no time to stand around. Akiha, crying out, I run to the mansion with all my strength. Strange, though it's still only 7, the lights of the mansion are out. I gasp for air. I catch my breath from running, then run into the mansion. The mansion is as silent as a grave. It's terribly hot. For an autumn night, it's terribly hot. I keep panting heavily. My breathing is irregular, but not just because I've been running. It's a terrible tropical night. Sweat pours off of me, dripping down my cheeks. I wipe it away. In this boiling night, I grasp the door of the mansion. I feel dizzy. A chill runs through my bones, as if my brain was being wrung out. This isn't my normal dizziness. My consciousness isn't blurred. Instead, it's sharpened like a honed blade. I grit my teeth. Without reason, hatred boils up. The dizziness does not fade, and despite a violent headache, my body fills with strength. Akiha, there's no response to my cry. The mansion is completely without power. There's no sign of anyone. Hisui, Kohaku-san, is there anyone there? There's no reply. The only thing here is heat and silence piercing into my skin like needles. Akiha, just an awful feeling. I can't think of anything else. Akiha's room is... Oh shit, I can't remember. Okay, I gotta look at the walkthrough for this, because I can't remember. Okay, so it's the east wing, 2nd floor. The very back of the east wing on the 2nd floor. That's where Akiha's room is. I run up the stairs. The heated air and sense of foreboding seems to stretch over the dark of night like glass. Breathing heavily, I reach the top of the stairs and walk down the hallway. My back hurts. This terrible feeling in the air gets heavier as I draw near Akiha's room. I reach Akiha's room. The dizziness is getting unbearably stronger. I put my hand in my pocket. I'm lucky, as my knife is still there. I ignore my dizziness, and with the knife in my other hand, I open the door. Every time in a visual novel when someone opens a door, I get anxious. It never ends well. Darkness. The moonlight coming in from the window barely sheds enough light to see. In the blue darkness, I see Akiha on the ground. Akiha! I run to her and hold her up. She doesn't move, so she might be unconscious, but I can tell she's alive as her small chest rises and falls with her breathing. But there's something more strange. Akiha's black hair, it's turned into a bloody shade. Ah, so when I saw her, I said, like, they made a comment in the bedroom, or not, sorry, not in the bedroom, in the classroom. He said, like, her hair looked red. And I was like, oh, that might just be the sun. But no, it's turned into a bloody shade of red. Akiha, you're really Akiha, right? Is that the girl? That can't be, right? The redheaded girl that gave us the glasses in the first place? The hair looks red in the darkness, but it's definitely Akiha. Because she would have been... That doesn't make any sense, because Akiha is younger than me. Like, she would have been very young back when we met when I was a kid. Akiha, hey, come on. What happened? I hear a noise. I turned back, the direction the sound came from. There's someone standing by the moonlit window. It seems to be someone wrapped in bandages. Who are you? The man does not answer. A cold chill goes through my spine. I feel death in my nerves. The person is just there, broken. Abnormal eyes that seem out of this world. But there is some intelligence. It seems the bandaged person has both intelligence and madness. My heart beats loudly. It beats quicker. All the while, my mind freezes like I was dead. This feeling, I know this feeling of death. I'm sure. What is in this room right now is the world of murder I saw in my dreams. I asked you who you are. I hold my knife and stare at the person. The bandaged man appears to be smiling. I feel sad, Shiki. You don't even remember the person you killed? He steps towards me. I back up, holding Akiha in one arm. Can't you tell, Shiki? I'm the guy you killed. What are you saying? Just listening to his voice gets on my nerves. I hate him. The hatred I was feeling since I entered the mansion is concentrated on him. This hatred is my instinctual drive to remove him, a homicidal impulse. My heart beats. From somewhere inside me, my body screams. It screams that this person must be killed. I see. You're the vampire. Holding Akiha with one arm, I hold out my knife with the other. Ha ha ha. The man laughs, as if it was really funny. Don't even try. I am you. There's no one who could truly kill himself. What? I'm taking Akiha back. She was mine to start with. Another step. The man comes closer. Stop. I won't stop. I came to get everything back from you. Name, position, power. Everything was mine. The man opens his arms and talks proudly. What are you saying? You? What are you? You still don't remember. What a guy. We were such good friends 8 years ago. What? 8 years ago? Such good friends? Well, I guess you forgot. It's that old man. I bet he put a strong spell on you to make you forget. And I bet you yourself wanted to forget about the ugly past, Shiki. He laughs. My vision shakes. 8 years ago, 8 years ago, 8 years ago. That's the time I was sent to the hospital from the accident. That was the last time the three of us played together in this mansion. That was the time. The child was there. All the blood. But that's all ending now. It was painful for you, right, Shiki? Hold on, I'll save you. The man slowly takes off his bandages around his head. His face. You. It's been a while, Tohno Shiki. No, that's not your real name. The face that came from the bandage. It was not the face of the bloody child, but Tohno Shiki. Yes, why did I forget? He was with Akiha back then. The third kid's name was clearly that. Yes, it's really been a not okay. I think this is our first time learning the last name, his actual last name. It's been a long time. Nanaya Shiki. You finally remember that you were an imposter. That man, Shiki's lips turned into a smile, and he laughs deeply. Headache. I have a headache. The lid opens, which was sealed shut. By whom? I can't look at it. At what? A box of forgotten memories. He commanded me to forget everything. Tohno Makihisa. Nanaya Shiki was adopted by the person who made him alone. Probably because it was amusing to him that I had the same name as his son. Wait, adopted by the person who made him alone? Did that imply that he, like, killed his family or something? That made him alone. It's something that happened 10 years ago. I was adopted. I was brought into an unknown mansion. My family were always people I didn't know. My life in the detached building. The boy and the girl I met. So it's like I was just kept away from everybody. It's like he adopted me, but I was like, you can't interact with the actual family. It's like, yeah, what reason did he have to adopt me? The big garden we played around in. A hot summer day. Akiha getting attacked by a shadow. I could only think about helping her, and the moment I used myself as a shield, I was commanded to forget everything. By Tohno Makihisa, by my own father, he commanded me to live as Tohno Shiki, and not Nanaya Shiki, and... I like that we just learn, this is what I like about these types of games, is like every route you take, you just learn a little bit more and everything starts to, the full big picture starts to come together. Dizziness, sickness, mixed memories run through my head. Thump. I can't control my body. I throw Akiha onto the ground and embrace my knife as I pant for air. Is it shocking? I bet it is. It should have been a big shock to know that you were an imposter, since you thought you were Tohno Shiki this whole time. Shiki laughs. But it's nothing compared to me. You know, Shiki, I was killed by the person I thought was my best friend, and even had the name Tohno Shiki taken away from me. You even took Akiha, my Akiha. Can you understand how I felt? Killed. You... That's right. I killed you first, but the end result was you killed me. Can't you recall? 8 years ago on that day, I lost to my blood and killed you. Look at that scar on your chest. I took this arm and pierced right through you. Scar on my chest, but the fact that he wanted to go after Akiha, and he's just like, when he has those memories about like, I want my prey, so it's like all that time he wanted to kill his sister, I guess? That was an accident. I was told I got it from an accident. Yeah, the old man almost killed me afterwards, though. The Tohno blood finally awakened inside me. But I was imprisoned underground and lived in the dark for 8 years. That damn old man. He said he'd let me out if I returned to being a human. He thought it would be inconvenient for Tohno Shiki to be gone, so he made you into Tohno Shiki. So, the adopted kid that was here 10 years ago was me. You get it, Shiki. I was killed by you. I'm alive right now, but you're Tohno Shiki. I have no place to go back to. My name as Tohno Shiki, my position, my dear sister, and even my existence was taken away by you. I, as Tohno Shiki, was killed by you, Tohno Shiki. A step. He starts to walk towards me with glaring eyes. Here, that's the end of the story. Shiki, you should have died 8 years ago. You've had enough, right? Let's go back to the way things were 8 years ago. The way things were? Yes, I returned to being Tohno Shiki, and you return to the dead person you were. A big impact. I was blown out to the hallway with one strike from Shiki. My back strikes the wall. I can't breathe. My head, I still can't think straight. I can sense him coming. Shiki jumps out from Akiha's room. Damn, I can hear Shiki. His weapon also happens to be a knife, and my knife joins his in a deadly competition. I gasp for air. I'm out of breath. I still feel sick, but I don't have time to think. Alright, so we take off our glasses and get ready to kill. I shouldn't consider my own safety. The only thing is that this guy is the reason for everything going on. Oh, this feels like the wrong choice. It feels like it should be we should get him away from Akiha, but this is apparently the correct choice to make. The one sucking the blood out of all the people in town, the one that hurt Senpai and tried to rape her, and Yumizuka, the one who turned Yumizuka into a vampire and made her suffer like that. Everything is this enemy's fault. Then I grit my teeth and hold on to my hatred. Trying to cool myself down, I take off my glasses. Let's get started. Fortunately, this is my third time fighting in a life or death situation. By now, I know more than enough about exactly how I should be moving. Sweat drips to the ground. His knife swings at every part of my body, but I have fortunately not received any fatal wounds. I'm breathing hard because I move my body past its limits. I don't understand. The enemy in front of me breathes out in annoyance. Why? Why can't I kill just an ordinary human being? Why is your killing ability so high, Shiki? There's anger in his eyes. He's probably irritated from all this unexpected resistance by something that should be easy prey. My heavy breathing fills the air. My chest hurts. Even though I've seen his killings already in my dreams, our abilities are naturally different. It's already hard enough to block his attacks, and it's almost impossible to attack his lines. But if I didn't care to avoid mutual death, I could easily kill him. Alright, enough playing around. I tried to finish you off with the same weapon you had, but I shouldn't have used something I'm not used to using. The enemy throws down his knife. Slash. The sharp, animal-like nails shine in the night. So, it's this after all. It's really dull to use the same thing as 8 years ago. The enemy smiles and frees his stance. Thump. My heart beats. My body knows I won't be able to keep up with him once he gets serious. I probably won't even be able to see him attacking me. The first thing I will realize is that my body has a hole in it. Thump. The presence of death increases. The sense of impending death is upon me, but I have no fear. The crackling inside my body grows proportionally with the sense of crisis. Panting, burning pain, just like a bow pulled to its limit. A homicidal impulse that I cannot control. Most likely, it will be released in a moment and kill Shiki for sure. So long, Shiki. Akiha is mine. This time, you go to hell. The enemy's body disappears. A strained bow is released, but before that, someone comes in between me and Shiki. Oh shit, is it gonna be Akiha maybe? Hisui? Kohaku? Maybe Ciel? Oh shit, there she is with that red hair. It was Akiha with her flowing red hair. She stands in front of Shiki as if to protect me. So she's the one standing in to protect me like I did for her 8 years ago. Akiha, what are you doing? She doesn't answer. Her back. With Akiha's red hair in front of me, I start feeling excited. Move, Akiha. I'm your real brother. You don't have to worry about this imposter. Akiha does not answer. Her back. With Akiha's... Stop saying that! With her red hair in front of me, I start feeling excited. Akiha, don't make me sad. You're the only important person for me. No, I won't move. Akiha shakes her head and clearly rejects Shiki. Akiha! Move back. If you say you're going to kill Nissan, I'll kill you first. The head of the Tohno families to eliminate people like you. What are you saying, Akiha? You were waiting for me for so long. I was always watching. I came back because you were waiting for your brother. I killed the old... Ah, there we go. He killed him. I was like, there's something suspicious about, like, that. I had a feeling there was more than just the father dying for unseen, you know, reasons. I was like, there's got to be something to it. I killed the old man and became free just for you. But why are you protecting that imposter? Indeed, I was waiting for Nissan, but that is not you. You lost against the Tohno blood and became a killer. You should have died on that day 8 years ago. Damn, cold girl. Yeah, you're telling your own brother to die? No, that's not right. I'm your only brother. Listen to me, that guy is just a... Silence. I will not allow any more insults against Nissan. I'm not going to let you kill Nissan again. Akiha. Shiki staggers. Stop. He's just an imposter. Don't betray me for such a guy, Akiha. She doesn't answer. She just confronts Shiki with fierce aggression. Where is Kohaku and Hisui during all this? I have to assume they obviously know the truth about the household. I mean, Kohaku herself said about the Tohno bloodline. Maybe she, like, had them hide because, maybe they don't have special abilities. I have a feeling those two have special powers or something. Akiha, are you going to betray me too? Shiki takes a step. Shiki looks at me and Akiha with bloodshot eyes. This is the last warning. Move, Akiha. I do feel kind of bad for him at this moment. Like, he was taken over by the blood. He couldn't control it. I guess Akiha's just built different, that she can control it and, like, hold back her bloodlust or whatever she might have, you know, like whatever evil is in that blood, but he couldn't control himself. And he was just a kid at the time. And the fact that he just wants to be with his sister, I hope he's not going to do anything to her. Can't you follow your brother's orders? I will not move. You are not my Nissan. Ah! Shiki screams as he jumps, not towards Akiha, but toward me. But I was expecting that already. I raise my knife and face my enemy, but Shiki's nails are faster. The result will still be mutual death. If that's the case, I can surely cut his line and slice him into pieces. Shiki's nails never reach. Oh, did she? Oh shit, did she kill him? Shiki's soulless voice gasps. Akiha. Shiki's nails slashed across Akiha's back. Oh no. She did. She jumped in front of me like I did to protect her when we were kids. It's not that Shiki aimed for her. It's just Akiha crashed into me. But I felt nothing. So maybe we can get Ciel. I'll probably be like, I gotta go get Ciel to, like, to save her, to treat her. My mind is frozen. Without feeling anything, my homicidal impulse drives me. Akiha's body falls to the ground. In that instant, the instant Shiki stops moving, I slash through his line. Smell of blood. It angers me that the scent is the only thing I do sense. The rest of my senses are paralyzed with exhaustion after all my extreme movement. Right now, I feel nothing. There is Akiha covered with blood in front of me, and Shiki's dead body is there right beside her. I feel nothing and simply stand here. Lights come on. It hurts my eyes as it returns me to my senses. I look around. On the floor in front of me is a path of red blood. Aki's body is not there, nor is Shiki's. What? The knife is still in my hands. I'm sure that it wasn't a dream. As proof, the floor is covered with blood. Akiha, you protected me. I remember, and at the same time I feel sick. I didn't want her to do that. All I wanted was to protect her. Why did it turn out this way? Shiki-sama, someone calls from behind. I've turned on the emergency power. Akiha-sama's wounds are pretty shallow, so please do not worry. Hisui, where were you? I previously stated this. When Nason and I arrived to help you, you and Akiha-sama were on the ground. We tried to talk to you several times, but you were in no condition to talk. So I just stood here while Akiha was lying injured on the ground? Akiha-sama needed treatment immediately, so Nason and I treated Akiha-sama, then put the power back on. Should we have waited for your orders? No, you guys did the right thing. I was just standing there, right? Yes, it has been about an hour since we came by, but you have only been standing there. I see. Not doing something while Akiha was on the ground wounded is the worst thing I could have done. Not only did I not protect her, but you could say I was actually hurting her. Hisui, is Akiha alright? Yes, it's not that deep of a wound, but since it's not a wound that will heal anytime soon, we have her resting in her room right now. Shiki-sama, what happened? When we regained consciousness, all the lights in the mansion were turned off, and I had apparently been unconscious in Nason's room. It seems Nason and I were drugged. When we came out to the lobby, you and Akiha-sama were there. Nason said that cut on Akiha-sama's from a big animal, but that is... What? There's something wrong. It doesn't add up. Hisui, Shiki wasn't there? Shiki-sama, you were standing in front of Akiha-sama. Okay, so it seems like they don't know as much as I thought they did. No, not me, but... I stopped myself. Hisui doesn't know about Shiki. She doesn't know why Akiha was hurt, nor does she know I was almost killed. Hisui, there was only me and Akiha in the lobby? She nods. That guy, he's still alive. I did cut him from his shoulders along his line, but it didn't kill him? Or are vampires harder to kill than humans? Either way, he's alive right now and has run away. No, I don't care about that right now. But Akiha... Please wait, Shiki-sama. Are you going to Akiha-sama's bedroom? Of course. I have to apologize to her and talk to her. Nason's currently treating her wounds. I do not think Akiha-sama would be pleased to see you right now. That might be true, but... Please, go back to your room, Shiki-sama. When we finish treating her and Akiha-sama asks for you, I will come and get you. With that, Hisui starts to walk up the stairs. She probably went up to Akiha's bedroom to help Kohaku-san. Being a guy, I can't help them. All I can do for now is wait for Hisui in my room. I go back to my room and try to calm down. I have to calm down and think about many things. About Akiha, about myself, about that guy Shiki. Shiki told me I was adopted and treated as Tohno Shiki in his place. I have no intention of denying it. Rather, it's very convincing. Why I didn't recognize this mansion that well. Why my room didn't feel like a room I knew. The fact I was living with the Arimas, and why no one came to see me while I was in the hospital 8 years ago. When I was adopted 10 years ago, and the 2 years until I got into the accident. Me, Akiha, and Shiki were raised as brothers and sister. Shiki sounded as if he knew I was adopted all along. But what about Akiha? You're not my Nissan. Akiha said that to Shiki, and injured herself while protecting me. Akiha might not know I was adopted. That's why she protected me. You can't do that unless it's your real brother, so... Akiha must believe I'm her true brother. Shiki-san, can I come in? Kohaku-san, is Akiha alright now? Yes, we're done treating her wounds. She won't be able to walk for a few weeks, but there's no danger to her life. I see, thank goodness. I let out a sigh of relief. If the wound she received from protecting me was worse, I don't know how I could ever talk to Akiha again. Shiki-san, Hisui-chan told me you wanted to talk to Akiha-sama? Yeah, I would prefer not to if Akiha's not feeling well, but I would really like to talk to her if I can. If that's the case, please, go ahead, but do not have a complicated conversation. Akiha-sama is pushing herself, and I do not want her to be mentally tired. I know, I just want to see Akiha and thank her. Alright, that should be fine. Then I'll rest for a bit. Can you take care of Akiha-sama for a while? Kohaku-san walks out of the room, wobbling. She must be tired from taking care of Akiha. Maybe she gave her some of her blood? Maybe that's why she's wobbly. Alright, I have to go check on Akiha. I knock on the door. Akiha, it's me. Can I come in? After a moment of silence. Yes, please come in, Nisan. I hear her weak whisper. I go into Akiha's bedroom. As she was sleeping on the bed until now, she raises herself up slowly. Crap, seeing her like this causes my mind to empty. There's already tension coming into Akiha's bedroom, and she's acting so weak that I regret it. We end up just staring at each other in silence. All of a sudden, aren't you going to sit down, Nisan? Oh, yeah, I should sit down, huh? I take a seat in a chair. Now I'm at the same height as Akiha, and my head goes even more blank. You never ask about anything, do you, Nisan? Even though I'm like this, I was ready for anything, Akiha says in a soft voice. You're right, there's a lot of things I want to ask about, but I'll ask all that after you get better. Right now, I'm just here to see how you're doing. I see, but there's something I want to ask you, Nisan. I get mad easily when I don't understand something, so I can't sleep peacefully unless I hear it from you. Go ahead, you're hurt right now, so I'll answer anything. I'm sorry, I'm hiding a lot of things from you, but I don't want you to hide anything from me. I'm really selfish, aren't I? Don't worry, I like that part of you too. I'll let it go. So, what did you want to ask about? Akiha is probably making me match her pace. Surprising even myself, I speak kindly to her. Then I'll ask, Nisan, you used the word vampire. Is that something CL taught you, or is that something you concluded yourself? I think it's both. I don't know why, but I've been having this dream where I killed people and sucked their blood. So, I thought I was the killer. However, CL-senpai proved me wrong. I see. You were in tune with Shiki's mind. That's why. You asked me about that at school. What? Akiha, you can tell that I'm in tune with his mind? No, I'm just saying the possibility existed. Nisan, you might not remember, but that Shiki is our... Yeah, you want to say he's our brother, right? I forgot about it until just now, but I remember faintly. Whenever we played in the garden, you always followed us. Us means that there's more than one, right? Yes, when I recall my childhood, there's the contradiction. I didn't recognize it, probably because the old man hypnotized me. Akiha doesn't say anything. It really does seem like she doesn't know I'm adopted. In that case, I don't want to say it right now and mentally attack her. If I can lie to her right now, I should. Nisan, you were almost killed by Shiki 8 years ago. Shiki did not have that much Tohno blood in him, but it suddenly awakened. The blood of Tohno was a blood from ancient times, and it makes you give priority to your instincts rather than your reason. Shiki had that blood throughout him and attacked you as you happened to be there. I heard that from Shiki, that the scar on my chest is not from an accident, but from Shiki. Everyone in the Tohno family has different abilities. There's some people who eat other people, like Shiki, and there's people whose abnormality is only in their brain, like Father. Shiki attacked you and took away your blood and life. Shiki was punished by Father, but he survived by taking your life. I don't get it. What do you mean by him taking away my life? I should say your soul, in this case. I don't know how it works, since I'm not Shiki, but Shiki lived by feeding off of your life. I think you and Shiki are like different people running off of one heart. That's why you tune into each other easily. If that's the reasoning, I think you could tune into me too, but I think it's because you two were really good friends. Stop it with that guy. With the guy that hurts you? Don't make me friends with him. Akiha looks at me with a painful expression. Her thin body, her white skin, her flowing black hair is tinged slightly red and looks very weak. Oh yeah, Akiha, what happened to your hair? It was red back then, and now it's back to black. What if that's her ability? Like, yeah, I can change my hair color. What's going on? I told you, this is due to the Tohno blood. My body does not change like Shiki. But when my blood gets excited... Oh, so the red is her original color, so black is not her. Okay. When my blood gets excited, my hair turns back to its original color. Now that I'm calm, it's returned to being black. It's good. She's like a mood ring. I think you look better with black hair. I think it would be bad if your hair stayed red. Hey! Someone with red hair. I feel insulted by that for some reason. I don't want her to be stained with... I thought the red hair looked cool on her, but that's just me. I don't want her to be stained with something like the Tohno blood. I also dislike the color red. Oh, that's like Shiki as well. Like whenever he sees red, he gets all like, ugh, I don't like it. I dislike the color red. I know it's just the color of my hair, but it means my body state has changed, and I do not want to be like Shiki. Akiha falls back in bed. Akiha, I support her body. Oh, she's shaking. Her breathing is difficult, as if her heart was gone. She clenches her teeth in pain. She sweats, as if trying to expel the pain from her body. Akiha, what's wrong? Do your wounds hurt? Nissan. Akiha grips the bed sheets. Hold on, I'll go get Kohaku-san. No, no one can help me anyways. Akiha grabs onto my arm, still breathing hard. Her slender fingers, her soft hands grip my hands strongly. All right, I'll stay right here. I can't hear her. Her voice is too choppy. Akiha rages around on the bed, and I realize that her hair is red again. Akiha, your hair. It's all right. This won't last long. Akiha is in serious pain. Time passes by, and all I can do is hold on to her hands. After an interminable amount of time, it finally ends. I'm sure it was only a few minutes, but it felt like a few hours. She breathes normally now. Her hair is still red, but it looks fainter than before. I'm sorry I made you watch such unpleasant things. Akiha sits up. I can easily tell she's pushing herself. You don't have to sit up. It still hurts, right? Don't try to push yourself. No, I'm all right. My back has nothing to do with this. This spasm is like an everyday thing. Her back has nothing to do with this? What do you mean, everyday thing? This is normal for you? She doesn't answer. That means yes. I can't believe it. She suffers through this kind of pain all the time? Why? That's not right. That's not normal. Akiha still doesn't answer. She just nods silently. Like you say, I'm not normal. This spasm is not like your anemia. This is a pain all people of the Tohno blood go through. When you cannot stand this pain, you become like Shiki. What? I told you. People of the Tohno line are abnormal. Tohno blood in me is strong. As I grew up, it became worse and worse each day. Now it's getting to a point where I can't help it. I'm like this every night, so that's why she's like, don't go walking around at night, because I guess she didn't want him to see her like this. Akiha just talks without holding any grudge against her blood, so she doesn't even get like cool powers. Her hair just turns red, and she just hurts all the time. That seems like a not very fair trade-off. I understood what Akiha's saying, but at the same time, I don't want to accept it. What do you mean? I don't get what you're saying. Geez, Nissan, you really are stupid. Akiha laughs. She smiles, looking a bit troubled. My body uses more heat than the average person, so I can't get enough energy using normal methods, and I end up having to get heat directly from someone. Like you say, I act like a vampire trying to contain myself, but the more I rely on it, the more abnormal I am. I'm acting more like a Tohno, but without it, I have no way to control myself. Akiha, do you understand? I have to take away heat from something alive. I am an incomplete creature. That's Tohno Akiha for you, Nissan. I can't say anything, but I still managed to find something to say. Is he gonna be like, you can take away my heat? Ugh, hopefully it won't be through anything too, risque. To not say anything right now only hurts Akiha even more. That's why you were sucking Kohaku-san's blood. You knew, Nissan, that I got blood from Kohaku? Yeah, and that's why she was all wobbly after. Sorry for not telling you. Akiha blushes and looks down. That's a last resort. It doesn't have to be blood I take in. It could be body heat, it could be mental heat. Anything with heat gives me power. Blood just happens to be the most efficient method. So, you're different from Shiki. You're not a real vampire like him. Yes, I'm not like Shiki, as I can't make people like me. I can only take from other people. Akiha looks away from me, but that's good for me, because it's just a matter of the difference in the kind of food you take in. I feel relieved. You kept telling me you're abnormal, but you are normal. Unlike Shiki, you're a normal human being. That spasm you had, it won't happen if you get blood, right? Then, it's true, it would not occur if I take in some blood, but I can't stand getting blood just because I want to. If I get used to it, I'll be just like Shiki. No matter how painful it is. If it's just physical pain, I can stand it. The Tohno blood awakens more at night, but it dies down in the morning. So this is normal for me. You don't have to look at me that way. You're stupid. If you were in that much pain, I'd be glad to give you as much blood as you want. I'm being honest. If I knew Akiha was in this much pain every night, I would have given her blood every time. I'm not very good for someone with anemia. That's probably like the last person you want to get blood from. No, I don't want to drink anyone's blood. I really do not want to drink Kohaku-san's blood either. Why? If your spasms go away, then it should be fine. She just told you, man. She just told you why. She said she doesn't want to become like Shiki. She doesn't want to have to rely on it. That's true, but Akiha grows quiet and continues with an embarrassed tone. But I do not want to be called a vampire by you. I want to stay as a human being, just like you. Ah, I really hate how stupid I am. I never thought about how Akiha felt, about how ominous she feels about the Tohno blood, about how much she thinks about me. Is there anything I can do for you, Akiha? Let's see. Please go rest in your room. You must be tired too. Idiots. That's all I can say in response. Don't worry, just lay down. I'll stay here until you go to sleep. Alright, if you say so, I will, Nisan. She says this as she lies back down. After time passes quietly by, she falls into a gentle slumber. Akiha's face looks very peaceful. I stay and continue to watch her. Shiki-san, are you awake? I can hear Kohaku-san's voice. I look at the clock to find out it's 3 o'clock already. I'm awake. Are you here to look after Akiha, Kohaku-san? Yes, I wanted to take her temperature. I'm sorry, Shiki-san, but... Oh, sorry, I'll leave right away. I get up from the chair. As I leave the room, I look at Akiha one more time. Thank you, and sorry, Akiha. I whisper this softly as I leave her room. I let Kohaku-san take care of Akiha, and I walk down the hallway. Things should be fine for now, but I still feel uncomfortable. I don't care that Shiki's still alive. There's only one thing that worries me. I was watching Akiha's face while she was sleeping, but her hair did not turn back to its original black, no matter how long I waited. All right, well, I kind of got my answer about, like, what is Akiha's deal. Like, so us seeing her drink Kohaku's blood, that was not a dream, that actually happened. But it's not what we thought. She's not a true vampire. That's why she can be out during the day. But she suffers because she's got the Tohno blood. She's just in a lot of pain and she has to steal body heat, and I'm sure that's gonna come up in some sort of H scene later where I'm gonna offer my body heat to her in some lewd way. It's setting it up for that, but like we're seeing how much she's suffering, but she keeps it to herself. And that was really cool of her, like with Shiki coming in, where she jumped in front to protect me like I protected her when we were kids, saying that I'm her real brother. Shiki says he doesn't think that she knows the truth about, like, me being the adopted son and Shiki being her actual brother. Like, Akiha's gotta know. She's gotta know who her real brother is, because literally they said, like, he came in, he was adopted 2 years before the accident. So Akiha would have, like, memories of this random kid coming in. Maybe her mind got wiped, so she got it mixed up of who the real brother is, but I'm pretty sure she knows. I think it's maybe a case of, like, maybe she thought that I acted more of a brother to her in those couple of years that we were together over her actual brother for whatever reason. Because her brother seems to have these weird, twisted thoughts about her, so I don't know. But either way, the air has been cleared a little bit. She's been cleared of being a vampire, at least. But yeah, so now we're starting to open up to each other more about who we actually are and not keeping secrets. But we're kind of barreling towards the end here. We're coming into day 11. There's only 2 days left of this route. And I imagine with Shiki still alive, there's going to be an epic showdown. And Roa hasn't really shown his face around, right? Like, and Nervesker, I think that's his name, like he never really showed up either, and Argued still hasn't shown. This is a very different playthrough. It's kind of neat though. So yeah, I imagine there's going to be a final showdown between Shiki versus Shiki with Akiha helping in some way, but we'll just have to wait and see. Thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for part 24 next time. Until then, bye. Special shoutouts to my top tier patrons: Revealing Storm, Emily Hornsby, Henry 98, Linz VA, Kenju Storm, and Icognito.